This was a really big game in the Big 12. It's number 5, Kansas. Oklahoma's 23. It's the Big 12 opener. Kansas has won 27 straight conference openers. Last time they lost one of these was 1991, and there's Quentin Grimes drilling a three, capping a 15-0 Jayhawks run. Whether 3 minutes ago now, Kansas is up 9, and they're turning defense into offense. Grimes 11 in the first half. Kansas a 15-point halftime lead. Second half, Kansas up 7. More of the same. This is Lawson, 13 points, 15 boards for him, his 9th double-double of the season, and it's a 9-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go, Kansas holding on. They're up 6. Grimes loses it. We're going the other way. We got a little bit of a scrum, and in the end, it's going to be Devon Dotson. He would lead Kansas with 16, and the Jayhawks would win, extending their streak in conference openers to 28 straight. They win it by a score of 70-63. And we take a look here at a quick statistic, if we can, on Bill Self. It was Kansas's 4th win against AP-ranked opponents this year, most in Division I. Jayhawks, as mentioned, have won 28 consecutive conference openers dating back to the season beginning in 1991. And so I'll bring Bilas back into the conversation there. Again, they win that conference every single year. Are they going to do it again this year?
Yes, and it's because, one, they're the best team again, but Kansas is not as good as they have been. This is not one of Bill Self's best teams. But the Big 12 is not as good as it's been either. So Kansas is not going to face as much resistance. They've got freshman guards that are starting in the backcourt. They do not have as many surefire pros as they've had in the past, but they are still really good, and they are still worthy of a Final Four appearance if they're playing well and healthy at the end of the year.
All right, Jay, and here's one that I'm really interested to hear your response to. On Monday, as you know, UCLA fired their coach, Steve Alford. The next day, our own Dick Vitale tweeted, "Hey, on this New Year's Day, UCLA lovers, please give a call to AD Dan Guerrero, who I respect, and tell him to hire Rick Pitino. They will be top 10 and relevant instantly. Yes, we'll take lots of guts to get that done, but the rewards would be super." Pitino is currently coaching a team in Greece. Jay, do you think that is a realistic possibility?
I don't. I think it's just a bridge too far right now for major programs in college athletics. I don't think you're going to see it. Would UCLA win right away? Absolutely. Rick Pitino is one of the best coaches to have ever done this. Do I think it's a realistic possibility? I don't.
And so, if not Rick Pitino, which direction do you think UCLA should look?
Well, UCLA needs stability. I mean, they've been going through this for a long time. And, I was on record after UCLA fired Ben Howland saying that I thought it was a mistake, that you fire a guy who's taken you to 3 straight Final Fours, which no UCLA coach had come close to since Wooden was there. I thought that was a huge mistake. And they expected there to be a long line at the door of top coaching candidates who wanted the job, and they didn't have one. And I'm not sure they're going to have one this time. They need to get a long-term solution there, similar to what Florida did after Billy Donovan left by hiring Mike White from Louisiana Tech. That's what UCLA needs to do. They may want to look at Mike White. But right now, firing Steve Alford in the middle of the year, they're going to make a lot of coaches a lot of money by having their names out there and having their current schools sign them to longer-term deals. But what UCLA really needs is a complete change in management. They just don't need a new coach. They need a new athletic director. They need new administrators, because this is not just a coaching issue. This is a management issue, and making the same mistake over and over again. They have to start looking at the decision makers, not just at the captain of the ship.
He is Jay Bilas, who scored almost 250 points as a freshman at Duke once upon a time.